I told you last night, I'm taking a stand. I won't put up for people abusing you online about your MacKinnon take. And I won't stand for it.
I appreciate that greatly. Thank you.
You're more important to me than clicks and people going after you online.
Well,
and I'm not putting up with it.
Thank you. And that means a lot to me. You stepping in because I was taking bullets.
I know you've seen the abuse, and it's terrible.
I was taking a lot of heat.
There's some people that went overboard, and I just don't stand for it, nor will I put up with it.
And that's why you're the best. That's why you've matured.
Brothers before everything else. That's what it is.
That's what matters.
That's it.
Love it.
The circle of trust, the tree of trust right here. I don't climb off the tree, and I'll never jump off. I'll stay on it, and I battle with you.
I'm right there with you.
As dumb as your comments were, it's always about the tree.
Well, now that we're still talking about it, it does make me wonder, will that be the lasting image from a Canadian perspective, for the rest of time? Remember when MacKinnon missed the empty net? Is that what we're going to remember?
So we talked about it yesterday.
Hayes, man.
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those two, or just Hughes scoring and the breakdown 3-on-3.
Yeah, I think. Didn't you say? Wasn't it Ray that said if Hellebuck doesn't have a painting of that over top, the overhead shot of him reaching back on Tays on his mantle by this weekend, then he's not doing
I said the same
service.
thing, that the size of the painting. I don't even know what kind of room that would go in because it would be gigantic.
So
gigantic.
That's the U.S. side. On Canada, what you're saying, Hayes, is MacKinnon, that wide open net, and him healing it and it hitting the post. And he kind of, you see the body language, he just goes, like it. So is that on the Canadian side?
Yeah.
Is that where we feel?
Maybe. I mean, I do kind of feel like, McDavid may have been the face of it all because of who he is, and everyone's got a different opinion on his legacy, his history, what's going to happen with him in the future. Man, people are not happy with me or anyone else that has any opinion on that. He's Connor McDavid. He's the best player in the world, generational guy. You're allowed to have an opinion one way or the other. There's no right or wrong, but where you stand on his career, his legacy, what could happen. People are uber sensitive, especially in Edmonton, on that, and I understand why. But it does kind of
What are they saying to you? Are they saying, why do you have to bring up McDavid?
Yeah, just, I believe winning matters. Call me crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm a crazy guy. I think winning kind of means something and matters, and you got to have wins. And the goalpost, you can't move him because he's McDavid because you want him to have wins. I was rooting for him. I was as loud as anyone else. I was itching for him to win. I was dying for him to win. It's 3 straight years, and we can talk about the individual accolades, which he has all of them. He has every individual accolade you could ever have. But in the biggest games, I thought he was good. The other game, I thought the whole team was good. I thought he was good, but he didn't break through. He didn't break through in Game 7 of the Cup final the first year they got there in 24, and. It's the old saying, heavy is the head that wears the crown. When you're the man, you have higher expectations. There's more of a spotlight on you. No one's asking, hey, how did Brendan Hagel play in that game? Was Sanheim good enough? No one cares, with all due respect. It's the best players. But I guess what we're getting to is maybe MacKinnon's at the forefront of that because of the miss, because of the stuffy, his reaction to the stuffy.